Hello everybody and welcome back to the MSV, and no, that's going to be the wrong name again. Welcome back to the Community Challenge. It is Season 2 and we've got some new policies and new transfers to go through. Let's go take a look. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the save, and we are taking on the second Bundesliga, or Bundesliga 2, or however it's pronounced. I think it's 2 Bundesliga is what the official way of calling it. That is what we're going to be playing in this season because we got promoted last season. And you guys and girls and everyone that's voted have been very interesting with club policy. So first, straight off the bat, these are the club policies that got voted in for Season 2. Now, first one up is you must have a player from every playable continent in the first team squad. So we needed to go and sign players. Europe, obviously, was taken care of. We had loads of Germans. We needed an Asian, North American, South American, African, and an Oceanian or an Australasian, however you want to describe the continent of New Zealand, Austria, and surrounding islands down there. So yeah, I'm happy to say we've ticked all of those off. Varying levels of player, varying money amounts. It'll be interesting to go through them and get your thoughts on that one. It was a very tough challenge to go and find someone from the Australasia region to come and join MSV Duisburg, but we did it. Annoyingly, one of the people that we really wanted to sign from that region has signed for Kiel, who we're playing today. So that will be very interesting to go through that one. The second rule that got voted in was the 3 best trainers of the week have to start, and the 3 worst trainers of the week cannot feature in the starting 11. So very different rules that have been put into place for this season. The training one is going to make it very, very interesting because if our goalkeepers are all in the top or bottom 3 trainers, then yeah, we're going to have to call up a youngster. And if they're all in the top 3 trainers, one of them or 2 of them, if all 3 of them are in there, are going to be playing out on pitch. So that's going to be fun. But there are a few other rules that we want to put in here as well. So thank you to the recommendations. One I absolutely love it, because it involves my dog, and that will be coming up probably in January. We'll have to wait and see because I haven't actually done the video yet with my dog. But my dog is Rude. He will be the dog of football in this save, so you can introduce him and bring him in whenever you want. In January, he will be picking a signing from 3 shortlisted players by using treats. I'll put the names of 3 shortlisted players that we want to sign in January under some cups, and he is going to pick whichever one he picks first. We have to sign that player. So the dog of football will be utilising his nose and treat sniffing skills to decide which player we're going to sign. So absolutely love that one. So thank you very much for that. And the other one that has come over from last year that got loads of likes on the YouTube comments, I thought it was a really good one as well. Sign 2 players that are 6'4" or over, and then we have to score 10 goals from corners this season. So I think that's a really, really good thing to do. And it also comes with a forfeit. If we don't score 10 goals per season from corners, or this season from corners, we have to sell the shortest player on the team. I thought that was really, really good. So thank you all for them. Right, let's go and have a look. First off, at the absolutely massive staff overhaul that we've done. Yes, thank you, Football Manager. I was going to use the staff screen to show you transfers in and transfers out, but no, transfers in and out through staff is bugged and you can't see it at the moment. So let's go and have a look at a few people individually. So brand new head of youth development is Austrian, 61-year-old Rainer Settig. He comes in with judging player ability 18, potential 18, and working with youngsters 18 as well. All 3 really good attributes in that. His balanced personality isn't the best, but I think at the moment we've got such a bad youth academy that it's not really going to make a difference. But he joins, and I am fully aware that I didn't show you any one of the old sort of staff intake that we had, or staff, backroom staff that we had, because it was pointless because I looked at them and knew I was going to replace most of them. So first one in, Rainer Settig as head of youth development. Next up as our head performance analyst is Munir Akit. He's looking very good, analysing data 16, determination 13, player ability 13, and tactical knowledge 14 as well. So Danish comes in, again, balanced personality. We're pretty limited to the people we had that I could bring in, but yeah, he comes in. Very excited because I love using data, so the better data analysts we have in that department is really going to help me out. Someone we have kept is the same set piece coach that we brought in last season. That is Volker Jadosh. He is still here, 33 years old, set piece coach. Set piece is 11, but we'll be looking to potentially upgrade him at the end of this season. New assistant manager to help me out is Miroslav Klose, who I absolutely love in real life. I think is still the record holding World Cup goal scorer. German international, 137 caps for Germany, 71 goals. Very, very excited to have him in. Really good at working with youngsters, really good people management. We don't use him to judge players' ability or potential. I do that. So, yeah. I just thought getting Miroslav Klose in as a ex-German international is quite an achievement for a club like us. So very happy to have him in as assistant manager. A new coach that's joined is Darren Wassel. Really good defending coaching. We need a defensive coach. Really good mental. Technical's pretty good as well. Very good at motivating players. Maybe not being the most determined coach, so he's not going to keep them focused and keep pushing them. But very happy with what he brings for £1,500 a week. I think improving our coaching level was crucial, and we've got him in. He's actually recommended job as a head of youth development, but we've brought him in to coach our first team defensively, basically. Jonas Ivens has joined as well. Fitness coaching 18, level of discipline 17, determination 15. He is our new fitness coach at the team, only £975 a week, so very happy bringing him in as well. He'll be doing pretty much all the fitness coaching for the first team because we've only got one fitness coach, and it's him. Another goalkeeping coach that joins the rank is René Stam from the Netherlands, 59 years old, £1,800 a week, but an absolutely class goalkeeping coach. 17 across the board for everything. Really good at working with youngsters as well. Discipline's good, determination's not too bad, and he's very adaptable, so he'll set in and learn the language very, very quickly. Very happy with him coming in. We'll skip over a few and just go to the more important roles. Director of football, new one there, Romeo Jozak, the Croatian, 51 years old, £2,500 a week. Fairly professional as well in his job, but very good judging player ability, potential and negotiating. So if we need him to go and sell players, find players, buy players, something like that, he'll be very, very good. Happy to bring him in. Gives us a little bit of knowledge of Q8 as well, which I found very interesting because I didn't have any knowledge of Q8. So he'll bring that with him. Another German ex-international, Stefan Kiefsling is in, judging staff ability 14, negotiating 14, very good mental attributes as well. Don't have to worry about adaptability because he's still in Germany. Technical director he's in to do. I'm not too sure what a technical director does in Football Manager, but we may start using him to maybe sort out like potential young signings and stuff like that because he's pretty good with judging staff ability he's got actually. So I guess we could use him for the under-18s staff and our second team staff because we've now got a second team as well. So I was going to say we'll touch on them. We probably won't. It's full of players that are just young enough to be in there and maybe good enough for the first team in the future. But Stefan Kiesling is in as technical director. New chief scout is Sonny Boz from the Netherlands. Again, £1,600 a week. Judging player potential 16, ability 14. The main reason he has become our chief scout is because he just comes with huge knowledge of a lot of different places, which I think will be quite useful when we have our very restricted scouting policies because I've spent lots of our scouting budget in the transfer window. But yeah, so he's pretty decent as a chief scout. And then the last one to really worry about is our head of sports science, which is this guy, Pascal Opel from Germany, £825 a week, and he has 19 in sports science, which I'm very excited about because that is literally all the game says you need to be a head of sports science. You don't need anything else. You just need to be good at sports science. So yeah, he's in, and that is all the backroom staff. You can see we've actually filled up pretty much everything. I don't think we're missing anything. 1 from 1, 1 from 1, 6 from 6, 1 from 1, 1 from 1, 2 from 2. All of that is done, and all of that is done as well. So we've completely maxed out the backroom staff. Now, let's go and have a look at some transfers. So first off, the released players. Marvin Knoll has gone. He did not get a new contract. Jose Izquierdo has gone. He didn't get a new contract. Sebastian Mayer's gone. He didn't get a new contract. Push you probably wouldn't have heard of. Yavuz I don't think you heard of. Bismarck Quaison, who is the youngster that we can now remove that note off because how do I remove a note? Do I have to go in and then go history, notes, and then go delete note? Yes, I do. Right, there we go. He's gone. He's been picked up by SV Meppen, actually. But he's now no longer at the club, so we don't have to worry about his homegrown status. Julius Bugenhagen and Keen Inaglu are two players you probably never heard of as well. So the big ones are Noel, Izquierdo, Mai, and Push, all being released on freeze. No new contracts for them. Freed up a hell of a lot of wage budget. Right then. This is the ins v the outs. I don't have to hide them because I don't think you know any of these players' names. But Rolf Felcher did leave on a free transfer to Deportivo La Guaria. He played a right wing back a couple of times for us. Hamza Anshiri has moved to Braunschweig for 195k straight out cash. Could rise up to 240,000. We'll have to see how that goes. But he was a central midfielder. Didn't really fit our system, never really fitted into the Segundo Volante or the playmaker or a ball-winning midfielder role. So I was happy to move him on and get him off the wage bill. But 20 years old, capped at under 18 level, I don't think he's really going to amount to anything. So more than happy to cash in on him. And the other one was Pascal Kopp, 90k. They got a real bargain here. But he was kicking up a bit of a stink about the squad situation and all of that. So in that situation, if you can't solve it and he's not going to get first team football, you're better off getting rid. So for 90k, English Dad have picked up a pretty good player. I mean, 14 appearances for us, 7 goals, 2 assists, a 7.24. But in our system with the target man was never really gonna fit. And you'll see why. That actually leads me to, there is probably one name on this list that a few of you might realise. So we'll start with him first. It's a free transfer. Matt Smith joins. He's 35. He's got pace 3 and acceleration 2 and agility 2. But if you look at his player traits, he rarely runs with the ball. Brilliant, because he's got no pace and no dribbling ability. That's dribbling ability's 5, by the way. He plays with his back to goal. Great. We love a target man. Winds up opponents, so could potentially get them booked, and doesn't move into channel. So he's going to stay very central and play with his back to goal. And with that, he has, well, he's 6'6", so it also ticks off one of the 6'4" or over players, but we really don't need to worry about that. You guys that know me and follow me on the streams will know I've got a thing for tall players. That's not a problem. Strength 15, jumping reach 18, balance 17, aggression 17, bravery 19, teamwork 20, off the ball 13, heading 20 and finishing 13. He should get us some goals. Now, I know we've gone up a level, and if we bought him in last season, he definitely would have got us some goals. But he is going to be our starting striker at 35 years old. Girth is going to be coming off the bench again unless we sell him. But yeah, Matt Smith is in. And why might you recognise Matt Smith's name? Because he's had stints at Leeds, Fulham, QPR as well. So you can see he's never made it to the Premier League, but good stints in the Championship. Yes, he only scored 6 goals for Salford, but don't worry about that. That was last year. That's not Germany. That was England. This is Germany. In pre-season, he has scored 1 goal as well, an average rating of a 6.9. I'm more looking at him, to be honest, to bring other players into the game rather than score himself. So Matt Smith is our new number 9. Yep. Can't wait for your comments in the your thoughts in the comment section about that one, because might not go down too well. We also bought in a couple of youngsters, so we'll fly through them. Karim Dahubi joined from Bayer Leverkusen. He's gone straight down to the under-19s. Good potential, 5'3". We're training up to be a left wing back. Obviously won't be playing for us much this season. Hopefully get some game time in the under-19s. Another youngster we bought in, Jakob Sash, who currently is in the first team, but will probably go down to the second team or the under-19s. He is also 18 years old. He was bought in from Leipzig and lacks a little bit here and there, but I thought potentially could be pretty useful. A very good finisher, very good composure, so if we can get him in the right positions, could potentially get goals in the future. I think he's one of those that if we get promoted to the Bundesliga, he'll probably get lots and lots of loans and then just released or sold if we can get some sort of money for him. But no harm in bringing in a youngster, especially only on £500 a week. The third person we brought in was, we'll skip out Dimitri Dunapi, but we'll look at Paul Kuhnhart, who is in. We're potentially loaning him out again. He's gone down to the under-19s, but he came in last season, did a very good job for us on loan from Leipzig. They released him on a free transfer, so we've picked him up. 13 appearances, 5 assists and a 7.19 for us in the 3 Liga last year. So we'll see how he gets on. But as I said, at the moment, in the under-19s, probably going to get a loan move out, hopefully get some first-team football and see his progression. Then we brought in Dimitri Dunapi, who is in the first team. He is from Cameroon, so that ticks off Africa. We've got an African in the team. He's also not the only African we've signed, but 6'4", so that ticks off the 6'4" signing again. Yeah, good physicals for his age. He's only 20. Good physicals for his age. Determination's really good. Heading's not bad. Marking, tackling. He's a bit of an all-rounder. Nothing stand out. But at the moment, I think he's going to be pretty good for us because, you know, he's tall, he's determined, he's physical, and that's how we like to play. That's what got us promotion, really, was tall, physical players is what got us promotion. And having Keke Top, who Schalke literally are playing as their starting striker this season. But, yeah, he's in the van. Demi Dumi Nappy, which is also a very cool name. Right, we've looked at Matt Smith. Another giant joins the back three, which is Henrik Dalsgaard, 35 years old, 6'4", jumping reach 16, tackling 13, heading 13, passing 12. Not very good at the old marking situation. But concentration, decisions, bravery, aggression, work rate, all of that good stuff. Positioning is good as well. At this level, he should be a very good centre-back. And for 35 years old, 1 year contract with 808.5 grand a week. It's a lot of money, but for 1 year, I think it's worth it. He should be pretty good. I don't like the fact that he likes to get forward whenever possible and runs with the ball down the right. So I've signed him to play in the middle of the back three. Probably not going to do that. He's probably going to be playing on the right-hand side of the back three in case he does just want to move forward with the ball and run forward, so he won't disrupt our shape too much. But yeah, Henrik Dalsgaard is in as well. Then we get onto our first money buy, or should we just do the freeze? Let's do the freeze. Tadeo Morea comes in as a youngster from Argentina. That's a big old tick for South America, but he's not the only South American that we've bought in. 6'2", a big boy again. We're training up to be a right wing back. He has all the attributes to be a very, very good player for us if we don't get out of the second Bundesliga very quickly. Very good technique, work rate, determination, decisions, anticipation, crossing, dribbling, first touch, pace is coming along, acceleration's pretty good, jumping reach, natural fitness. He could be very good. He's 18 years old, 6 under-20 caps for Argentina with 3 goals for the under-20s as well. So looks like he could be something very special. He comes in at 3.5 star potential. I think if he hits that with how his starting attributes are, I think he's going to be pretty useful, to be honest. Again, I think he'll get a couple of loan moves and then be integrated into the first team to see how he gets on. Next up, Kefil, the other South American, Brazilian. We've bought in a 24-year-old Brazilian, 5.5 grand a week, worth up to £500,000. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential, or 3.5-star potential, 5'10", but again, pretty solid all round. Crossing, dribbling, first touch, passing, stamina, pace, acceleration, agility, all looking reasonably good. So Kefil joins for a bit of an option at left wing back, which I'm excited to see because we need people whipping in crosses to Matt Smith's head. Then we've got a couple of other freebies down here as well. Sambu Sissoko, who you can probably guess from the name, is African origin, so he ticks off that one again. First touch, 16, really good. Long shots, 14, a lot of 10s across the board. Tackling, 12, technique, 13, work rate, 13, positioning, 13, anticipation, 12. Lacks a little bit of aggression, but physically looks very, very solid. He'll be playing as the Segundo Volante, which you can see our Miroslav Klose suggests is his best role. He comes in from the Serbia Super League, where he didn't have an amazing season last year, but I'm hoping he can rekindle some form in the Bundesliga 2 and potentially just nip in with a few goals here and there. And then ticking off Oceania, which was the hardest place to find. We'll go and look at the person we missed out on in a minute, but Dalton Wilkins joins, another option at left wing back. Basically signed because I had to bring in someone from Oceania, Australasia. Yeah. He's not amazing when you look at the other left wing backs we've got. He'll get a bit of game time. He's happy to be a backup. Likes to run with the ball down the left. He's got decent crossing, decent dribbling, decent agility, balance, aggression, anticipation, flair. He could put in some good options. His stamina, his strength, his jumping reach, his concentration, his decisions are all pretty rubbish. But he could get some game time in the league, probably in the Cups as well, because I'm not too fussed about the Cups this year. But he is a New Zealand international. He joins us as an attacking fullback, attacking wingback. Dalton James Wilkins is in. And then we get on to the 2 remaining transfers. One for £600,000, and you may recognise the name Boris Tashili if you were paying attention last season, and one for a total of 1.3 million. So first off, we'll look at Nilson Angulo, who joins from South America, Ecuador. He actually joins us from Belgium, joining from the RSCA, so the Anderlecht Futures. They paid 1.7 million for him before the game started, this season started. And yeah, he's did all right. He did all right in the second division for the Anderlecht youth team, 6.82, 8 goals in 28 games. I've decided to part with quite a lot of money to bring him in because he's 21. He's got 3 caps for Ecuador. He joins our team as a 4-star player with 5-star potential. Determination is really low. It's really low. But if you avoid that, everything else looks class. Passing, technique, vision, dribbling, finishing, first touch, composure, decisions, pace, acceleration. It all looks really good. He's probably screaming out to be an Enganche because it then means he doesn't need work rate, but he does need teamwork, or a trequartista because that needs neither, but he doesn't really have the agility to dribble with the ball. So I'm thinking shadow striker at this level, uses pace, get into goal scoring opportunities. Hopefully his finishing and composure can get him through. But overall, I think he could be a good player. Nilson, David Angulo Ramirez, or Nilson Angulo, joins the team for quite a hefty sum of money. And then the final one, which is the one I'm probably most excited about, for 600k, which is a lot of money for someone who I think is now 31. Yeah, 31. Boris Tashley joins. And you might be thinking, but Dave, you said Matt Smith is your starting striker. Yeah. This guy, who again is 6'4", which is why we've passed the 6'4" objective. This guy is really good at attacking midfield, I've found in pre-season. I don't know why. But he's playing here as a shadow striker in pre-season. He played really, really well. So we're going to give him a go. And if it doesn't work, we'll probably put him up front ahead of Matt Smith. But yeah, he's in. And the reason I was excited about him is because last year, he was the top goal scorer in the 3 Liga. 21 goals in 38 games, a 6.97. I'm hoping he can re-find that form in a division above and help us with assists and goals. He is a big boy, 6'4", 14 stone and 2 pounds. He's going to be a handful for defenders. So if you think from set pieces, we've got him, we've got Matt Smith, we've got Damsgaard, not Damsgaard, he actually plays for Brentford. Dalsgaard is his name. We've got Dalsgaard, Matt Smith, Tashile, Nappy's going to come up as well. We've got a big, bulky team, and I'm expecting us to do well from set pieces, because if we don't score from 10 corners this season, at the moment, the person we've got to sell is Thomas Pladel. I don't think he's really going to be here beyond January, so it probably won't be him. It will probably be Robin Muller, who is a very good sort of looking younger player at 24 years old. Brings pace, dribbling ability. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But obviously if we fail that objective, it is sell the smallest player, whoever is the smallest player, at the end of the save. At the end of the season, sorry, not the save, at the end of the season. So that is everyone we've bought in. That is how the squad is looking at the moment. We are planning to play the same system that we played last time, maybe just dropping it down to positive because we've gone up a division. But yeah, overall, I'm happy. So let me know down below what you think of the signings. Let me know what you think about the club policies and how that's going to go. And now we're going to get into the first game of the season, which we're taking on Kiel. It's going to be potentially a bit of a longer episode because we've just gone through all of that, but only one game in this one. So if we go into the team selection, I just need to go in here. Obviously now we can't see training. I don't think... Oh, I can insert a column in here. I didn't think I could. Training rating. There we go. So the best 3 trainers are Sambu Sissoko, which is good because he is a new signing I wanted to give a start to. Nilson Angulo, which is very good because he's a new signing I want to give a start to. And our goalkeeper from last year, who that's pretty good as well, to be honest. So they are the top 3. The bottom 3 who can't play. Now, Dalton Wilkins hasn't had enough time to train, so I probably wouldn't pick him anyway. But Dennis Smarch, Thomas Pedal, and Vincent Muller, which is wonderful because neither of them were going to start. So Vincent Muller can go on the bench because he is technically our first choice goalkeeper, but I'm happy to give the youngster a go. And then it is just picking how I want from here, which is lovely. So starting with this one then, Dalsgaard is playing at the right. We're going to put Nappy in the middle, and the left-sided player will be Senga. On the right-hand side, we'll be starting with Chindo Akine. He got a new contract because he was basically our best player of last year, got voted as player of the season, fans player of the season, and club league player of the season as well at the end of the season. We're going to start with Baran McGulty on the left. Probably Kefa will come off the bench. The ball-winning midfielder next to Sissoko will be Hamza Sagiri in there, who was, well, I think our first signing of the game, First signing of the save, I think he was. So hopefully he makes a step up a division as well. And then next to Angulo, we will be playing Boris Tasheli with Matt Smith up front in what is quite a we really should dominate corners. We really shouldn't concede too many corner goals or not score. We should score more than 10. We should score more than 10. Girth can be on the bench. We'll go with... I do like Alabakir. We'll put Alabakir on the bench as well. Keffel on the bench. And Joshua Bitter as a centre-back on the bench. Flexstein. We've already got Muller on there. Oh, we've got loads of substitutes actually here. So we'll put Castaneda on there as the American. Philip Koenig can go on there. And do I put Dalton Wilkins? Yes, let's put Dalton Wilkins on the bench. No, actually, I need a centre midfielder. Nicholas Sterling goes on the bench. If we are short anywhere, it probably is central midfield is where we are struggling for this one. But we are here for the first game of the season in this slightly prolonged episode with new transfer policies or new club policies, new transfers, new backroom staff, and a new season to get us through as well. So our home form is important to us. Let's go out and make that count. I'll join Miroslav Klose. We will give Miroslav Klose the control of all of our press conferences, thank you, because I have no interest in them. But here we are, 3-4-3 into the new season. A whole new front three as well, which is very impressive. Hopefully they all get on the score sheet. And Kiel lining up in a similar system, but with one attacking midfielder and two strikers, whereas we play the two attacking midfielders and one striker. At the moment, we are down in 15th because we're yet to play a game, and Kiel are in 13th. Holstein Kiel is who we're playing today, but luckily our first game is at home. I do like that, so let's get into it and see how we get on. 20 minutes gone, nothing to speak of just yet. We've had 2 shots, 1 on target, but it wasn't a highlight. None of them were. Becker swings in a cross, and Wagbe has scored. It's a little bit fast, isn't it, for the videos? But we're 1-0 down, and Wagbe has scored, and it is, annoyingly, it's a cross, but I'm going to suggest it was marking from Akine that let him down. Wagbe's a big boy as well, isn't he? Got on the end of that one. 1-0 to Kiel. Another throw-in from, a highlight, starting with a throw-in. Oh my God, what a shot from range. Patrick Iras has just absolutely rifled one in for Kiel to make it 2-0. I don't think any goalkeeper we have is saving that, to be honest, even if it's the youngster or not. Pitchler laid it back to Sander into right, and then Iras just on the edge of the box, left-footed. What an effort. It's a lovely, lovely goal, and we find ourselves 2-0 down in the opening day of the season, which is not ideal when I've splurged quite a lot of money for a small club on new players. But we need to do something different here, chaps. Look, I'm going to try and just get them on board and say, we can do better. Yeah, our big chaps aren't really doing anything at the moment. I'm tempted to hit early crosses, but I don't want to mix it up too much because I do want us to keep the ball a little bit. Because if we have the ball, they can't score. As Dalsgaard goes into Sagiri. I think, if we're looking for one more signing, not that we've got any money available to spend, but if we're looking for another signing, it would be in central midfield, I think, to go and sit in there. As Dalsgaard does well. Akine gets through. In it goes. Matt Smith heads it over the bar. That is the sort of play we want, though. So Becker tries to get a ball out wide. It's a good tackle there from Angulo, but he couldn't get on the end of it. Wagbe comes forward. Iras. Oh, good ball through. Where's the marking? Is he onside? The flag's up. I think he is offside. It's going to VAR, I think. There is VAR at this level, and it's been disallowed. He was offside. Okay, so we're going to make some subs. Keffel's going to come on for his debut on the left-hand side. Akine is our best player at the moment, so he can stay on. I mean, it's really not working for the strikers, which is very, very irritating. I want to give him a little bit longer. Yeah, we're having some poor games. We haven't had the best of... Well, we had good performances in pre-season, but we haven't had enough time to really get everyone ingratiated with the tactic. Not that it should really matter too much, judging by tests that I've seen. But you can see we've actually had better XG and better... We've been playing reasonably well. I've got a feeling it may be falling down just as we get forward. That's a lovely ball through. Becker puts it in. That is 3-0. We are in Trouble Town. Let's go back to attacking. See if we can get up the pitch. But it's a really well-worked move. Just, the new signing, Keffel, just doesn't track Becker quick enough. He puts it low cross in, and Pitchler's there to fire home. 3-0. 3-0 in the first game of the season is not what we wanted. Matt Smith off for Castenda. He can come on there. In fact, Girth's going to come on for Tashley. Both new signings coming off. Not what you want to do as a manager, really. And we're going to let's do Senga off for Flexstein, excuse me. And Sambu Cisco, oh yeah, all of the new signings really aren't performing very well. That is a very big concern. It is the first game of the season, but need to normally start pretty quick. Girth round the corner to Castaneda, into Keffel. Keffel gets past his man, puts a cross in. Angulo's not going to win that, but Akini's there. It is 3-1. Okay, there may be something in playing more regular starters from last season. Maybe a good starting point in this one. Maybe too many changes too quickly to the starting 11. We'll have to wait and see. As Akine brought it down, good finish. He did. It's fair to say he earned the contract that we gave him at the back end of last season, because he did play really, really well last year. So hopefully, if we can get another one, it will make it awkward for them. And we do have a free kick on the edge. Keffel is over it. Our Brazilian left back. Dalsgaard heads it down. Akine. Dalsgaard! It is 3-2. Henrik Dalsgaard has scored his goal on his debut. It's 3-2, and we are not out of this one yet. Is this literally just suggesting that Matt Smith is really, really rubbish and we should never play him? And left is off the bench. That's a lovely finish from a centre-back. Lovely stuff. 5 minutes to go. We are edging back into this game. We've played really well. Pitchler has it into Iras. He goes to Singh, who is the guy I forgot to show you, that one we wanted to sign from the Australasia region. Shot from range, Brown sees it over the bar. I'll show you Singh afterwards, because if we had managed to pick him up for a very dirt cheap price, which was like 200k, it would have been lovely. But we do lose the first game of season 3-2. It was a good comeback. We've actually fought the game very well. If we can play like that throughout the season, I think we'll be pretty good. Yeah, it would unlucky. I'm not going to go too harsh on them in the first game of the season, but yeah, not too bad at all. Kiel do go second with that, so it does show you if you get a good start, it can really sort you out. Oh, we do have the first round of the Pokal draw, so let's draw all teams, see who we get. We are here, Duisburg. We're playing Hanover from the Bundesliga. Wow. Okay, that is a tough draw, but it's going to be at our place, which is decent. So we should get a big crowd for that one. What did the board want from? Be competitive. Okay, that's fine. Be competitive and avoid relegation. That is what they want us to do with this one. Obviously, we are struggling on the old wage budget at the moment. We have a wage budget of 122 and we're spending 130. But I do think there's going to be... I think we can move on a couple of these players. Pidel, I think, will go. He's on $9,500 a week, so that would sort us right out. Girth may be going as well. He's got some interested in him, and that would put all the eggs in the old Smith and Tashi basket. But we'll have to wait and see. The player that we missed out on against that Kiel beat us to signing was this guy here, Sarpreet Singh from New Zealand. How good does he look? Like, at our level, he would be really, really good. He's worth 400k to 1.4 million, and they picked him up for 130k. It could increase to 200. It looks like they had a very similar deal to us, but yeah, I was gutted that we couldn't bring him in, because he looks absolutely class, but it is what it is. Right, that is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've liked the fact that we've got this going. The policies are put in place, and of course we get to review them in January. So if there's any other ones that you think could do with going to a vote, let me know on these videos and all the future videos, and then when it gets to January, we might see if there's another vote to be had. Now, game hasn't been put in here yet for the cup, so let's just go forward a day, because I wanted to see when the cup game is added. Oh, it's like right here, so we're not going to do that in the next video, because I want to keep this progressing. So we'll come back to take on maybe Nuremberg and Kaiserslautern at the end of September, where hopefully we've seen an upturn in form. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, and let's push to 10,000 subscribers now, but I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.